Imagine building your YouTube channel to a point of monetization and losing it in one night just because of one video. This is my story and I want to share it with you. In 2023, Facebook released the Ray Meta band glasses, and I got so fascinated about it. I watched the video and I wanted to actually share with my subscribers at the time. So I took the video, and rather than doing a edited video talking about that video, I just took that video and then uploaded it on my YouTube channel. Now, naturally, I should have gotten maybe a strike, a warning or something, but I didn't get anything. I only just noticed I couldn't monetize the next video I uploaded, and that drew my curiosity, so I went to my dashboard and then saw that I'd been demonetized without a warning. But then I was given the option to actually appeal and then do a recording of how I do my editing, and that really got to me. I got so discouraged that I just figured I think it's just time to just quit, because for me then it felt like everything I was working for, the whole reason why I came on YouTube, the whole reason why I started the journey 2 years before then, didn't just worth it. The mistake I actually made is I should have actually taken the appeal seriously. That was a mistake I actually made. But then I was actually I felt so lost. I felt like I lost the whole thing. And I figured, or I assumed in myself, that there was no way, even if I appealed, that I'll be able to get that monetization. And that was a mistake I actually made. I shouldn't have. So during that period, the appeal process actually went by. I tried to apply again, and YouTube told me that I have to have that 4,000 watch hours again, and then 1,000 subscribers. Which at that time I had 1,000 subscribers, but 4,000 watch hours, I was already feeling too discouraged to actually make another video and to shoot any other thing, to produce any other thing. So I didn't have that vibe, which means I didn't have watch hours. And then I lost interest in the whole thing. It took me watching the people that I look up to, like Marcus Brownlee, Mr. Was the Boss, Parker, and a few other people, to reignite the passion I had for content creation and for sharing my experiences on YouTube in the tech journey and in the tech space, to actually now be able to come back. And that's 2 years after. So I'll take you through the journey so that you do not make the same mistake I made, and then you don't lose your channel or get discouraged along the way. Let's get to it. So after I felt discouraged and I wasn't really interested, I had slightly above 1,000 subscribers at the time, and I found out that my subscriber base started to drop. So this started to make it more difficult, because now they are dropped below 1,000, and I think we're already back to about 900, and it was now looking more difficult to actually now even try and say I want to start content. 2024 came by, I kept looking at the channel, I kept asking myself, is this really something I'm going to be able to revive? Can I really work with this? Can I not work with this? Until 2025 came by, and then I had to spend a lot of time reviving my YouTube channel. So I've been able to cross the 1,000 subscriber requirement, and I've been able to hit my monetization. While I'm still waiting for the approval, which I would share my journey. Once I get approved, I will share how much I actually make on YouTube in 2025, because I'm hoping that I get my monetization back. But then this is actually a lesson. We need to actually, as content creators, understand that every time policies are changed within the system or the platform that is being used, take time out to actually study it. Mistake I made was I didn't study the content, the copyright laws. I didn't even understand properly the copyright laws. I just felt, it's a video, 1 minute, that shouldn't count. But that 1 minute costed me everything. Everything. And that killed practically my journey in content creation for 2 years before I was able to come back to give you content. How was I able to actually come back? So I was able to start with shorts. If you check my channel now, I've taking all my old videos on private and basically had to start afresh by releasing shorts day after day, day after day, day after day. I was able to get my subscriber base back to over 1,000, and then I was able to get enough watch hours for me to say I'm applying for the monetization. It's an amazing journey, and to be honest, I feel so pumped up to give you content back to back now. I'll be dropping a new content very soon. But then first of all, let's look at what are the things you need to do when you're uploading your videos. And this is how I actually upload my videos now. Let's look at the reason why a lot of YouTubers are actually using their channels now. Because of little things that we think do not count, but these things actually matter. I mean, take my own for example. I lost my monetization just because of a 1-minute video. Now, there is this aspect of small content creators going into other videos, into other people's videos, and then spamming reply. That's by commenting almost the same thing, follow back to back, or telling people to subscribe to you while you subscribe to them, let's grow together, all those kind of things. Because YouTube is mostly being controlled by a lot of AI algorithms now, it's more difficult because it feels like you're a robot. And then that would imply that you're actually going against the monetization or the YouTube community guidelines, which in return could lead to either a strike, a warning, or your YouTube channel being deleted. And trust me, if your YouTube channel is being deleted, it will take the grace of God for you to get it back. I would not lie to you. So then what are you supposed to do? First off, try as much as possible to create original, genuine content. Now, you can create genuine content and then use music that are copyrighted, and then you get a strike. So what do? I basically use musics that are off the YouTube music library, or I take musics off other platforms like Storyboard and the rest of them. And please, this video is not sponsored by anybody, but these are platforms that people use a lot. Epidemic Sound, Storyboard, and some other things are places where people actually get good musics that they use for their channel, provided that you actually paid your license subscription. That gives you the ability to use it on your YouTube channel, and then you don't get an issue. So first of all, you have to stop the idea of getting people's content and then just using them. Rather, you could get someone's content and do a review. And when I mean do a review about the content, that means you're actually watching and then recording yourself watching and then giving your own opinion about what the person said. That counts as a genuine content. But then taking someone's content and then just posting without editing, without anything, could lead to your channel being deleted, could lead to a strike, could lead to a warning. I mean, do you really want to go through that stress? I don't think so. Now you need to understand that the YouTube platform is more controlled by AI than it was a few years ago. So what that means is things that might not count before, AI, because it's not humans that would reason the way humans would reason and feel, okay, I think this person just created a random content, or this person just took this person's content and then maybe has already asked for permission. There are basic things that the AI system just sees, looks at, understands the rules and the community guidelines, and then will just serve you a strike accordingly without having to really go back and forth. And most times when you even have a warning or a strike, it doesn't really leave your channel. So that means it's a permanent thing that is counting. And once you get 3, say goodbye. Better still go and open up a backup channel and start afresh. Whichever one. So what does YouTube expect? First of all, when you've shot your videos and you've made sure that you're editing your soundtracks, everything is good and in line with the YouTube community guidelines, I would say always upload your video, put it on private, and then leave it for 30 minutes to 2 hours if you think you have to post that same day. But if it's not so important that you post that same day, you can leave it for 24 hours. Put all your descriptions, your titles, and then create an amazing thumbnail, because your amazing thumbnail is the first thing that would catch your audience. And then the hook, which is the first 3 to 5 seconds or 10 seconds of your video, is what tends to make people feel if they want to continue watching your video or not. So after leaving your videos for 2 hours or 24 hours, you can go back and then publish that video. First of all, what you've done is you've allowed the algorithm to actually understand what your video is all about. So by the time it's pushing out your video, it will be pushing out to the people that it feels needs that video. 2 is when you're creating your video, you need to understand that the algorithm is looking for videos that will keep people longer on the platform. So for you to make sure that you are actually relevant on the platform, you need to create videos that would help the algorithm keep people longer on the platform. I hope that makes sense. What that means is a good quality video that keeps people on your platform is a gain for you and also a gain for the algorithm. That's the only way you grow fast on YouTube. So this is my first introductory video sharing my experience about how I actually lost my monetization and I had to sit back for 2 years before coming back on the scene. I've spoken about the importance of royalty-free music, and I cannot but overemphasize that if you're going to use music, you could use the YouTube music library. It's rich, it has a lot of music that could actually work, including the one you're hearing in this video is from the YouTube music library. I mean, for you to find that, you go to your studio on YouTube and then you go to the music section. Right there you'll see all the music that you have available to you. Also remember to check that on the right side you will see the description on the YouTube music, where you would know if that music actually requires that you give attributes to the singer or to the musicians or the instrumentalist or to the composer of the song, or if it's really not necessary. Always remember to check that out, because if you don't and you use the music and then you're supposed to give credit and you do not give credit, that could also lead to an issue. So royalty free music is very important, because after all the stress, you don't want to get demonetized for little things. I've also emphasized on always remember to go back and check the YouTube reviewed policies, community guidelines. When new ones are released, go back and read. Take your time to read, because this is basically like your business. And in every business, you need to actually go through the documentation of the business. If not, you get scammed, or if not, you get to lose the business. So the same way it is, and the same way is relevant to you as a content creator. Take your time to always read every revised policy that is actually being brought out, understand it, so that it helps you to guide your thought process when you're creating your futuristic videos. I hope that makes sense. So let me tell you how I actually was able to go back to my drawing board, re-strategize, and come back. I saw this video from Marcus Brownlee, and that video was what changed my life, because that helps me to understand the octopus structure that he uses and understand what I actually needed as a content creator. And then I went back to my drawing board, employed a video editor. I was able to get a camera guy, and then I was able to actually start. I couldn't put up the full team, but I knew that we could actually all multitask to make sure that the work becomes productive. So that helped me, because when I shoot, I'm writing my script and I'm trying to shoot, I have an editor who is doing the editing back to back, and that actually helped with understanding and giving me space to actually think about new ideas that I want to share with you guys. And that's been the way we've been able to do shorts for well over 30 days, uploading every single day and making sure that we're actually consistent with all the videos that we have uploaded. Now, the same thing applies to you. As a content creator, if you're going to be the same person editing your video, it's not a bad idea, but then it tends to slow you down, because the time you spend editing could actually be generated and used into other things that would make you more productive as a creator. I mean, learning, going to places, trying out new ideas, trying out new concepts, and trying out something entirely new. So this was what helped me to strategize, understand how to create my content, and then I was also able to use AI to the best of my abilities to help me to understand and to help me to focus more on more important things. I'll be doing a video that will talk about the importance and the truth about AI, where you would understand how AI is becoming more relevant in our day-to-day lives, and then the earlier you embrace it, the better. Understanding the fact that I was below 1,000 subscribers and I needed to come back was the reason why the first strategy we started with was uploading shorts back to back. And then we started uploading this content. People started, because the channel was dead. The channel was completely dead. So you could understand a channel that we've not uploaded in about 2 years. It almost felt like nobody was engaging, nobody even remembered that I existed. So I had to start with the shorts to make people start to remember, or to start to see the content, start to feel more interested. And then we found out that people started engaging again. We started getting more subscribers. We weren't really losing subscribers at the time, so it was just like maybe 3 subscribers in 2 weeks, 5 subscribers in 4 weeks. That was like how we're losing subscribers. So it was easier for us to gain that momentum, hit 1,000, and then I think currently we stand about 1,200. Our goal is to actually hit 10,000 subscribers. And if you think I've been able to share something more valuable to you, do well to hit the subscribe button. Now, getting monetized, I had 2 options. I already was able to hit 1,000 subscribers, but then I also had to be able to get 4,000 watch hours. And then that was really the main thing, because it's either you get the 4,000 watch hours or you get 10 million views on your shorts. And that felt really wild, because when I started uploading shorts, we started getting 500 views, 1,000 views. And I felt like, how many thousand views am I going to do to hit 10 million in 3 months? It means I have to do 10,000 videos divided by 90. That means I'll almost be uploading technically 10 videos per day. That's a lot. A whole lot. And I'm not too sure that's a smart idea. Anyway, in the process of that, one of the videos might have blown up, but then I felt that was not really a good way. So what I did personally was to take one of the videos that I already had created before in the past, and then I had to share that video into a community where people there could actually watch the video. And because the video was about an hour long and it was a podcast, the quality wasn't that great, but I think the information was actually valuable. We're able to get quite a number of people actually watch that video. And then we shared another video. So we had about 2 podcasts we had done that were an hour long, and then we shared those 2 videos. That actually got us to 3,000 watch hours. As a content creator, one of the fears we tend to have is how we'll be perceived and accepted. Will people like the way I talk? I also felt that way for about 4 to 5 years, where I kept asking myself questions. If I actually come out online to actually start to share my passion about tech, would I be accepted? Will people actually even be able to resonate with me? Will people even see the way I talk and feel, oh, I like it? Or the way I even sound, will people actually like it? And these were questions I kept asking myself. Will people not think I'm weird? Will people not feel I'm too serious? I mean, there are people that have seen me and said, you do content? You look too serious to do content. Some people have seen me and said, oh, really? I would love to hear how you speak. Some people have listened and said, oh, I like how you sound. Different ways. And the truth is, the more you keep asking yourself, some of you have videos that you've edited and you've not used in Only God Knows. Push that video out now. Don't wait till you're perfect. The journey to perfection starts from when you start to upload your first video. Mr. Beast said, you have to upload 100 videos before you can actually complain about YouTube not doing or content creation not paying off. And then when you get your 100 videos, look at all your 100 videos, look at what went wrong, why did I not start to, or why are people not accepting me for who I am, what am I not doing well? And then that would help you to reshaping the way you create the next 100 videos. So that means it's a whole long journey. Do you understand? So push your videos out. Don't feel discouraged. Don't feel like, will people accept me? Nah, go for it. Push the video. When you do the first one, you do the second one, you hear people's comments about it. People talk about it and they feel, work on it. Take those criticism and take notes about them, and then work on them. Create a better video next time. If people complain about your editing and your editing style, work on it. Get a professional editor if you can, and then see how the YouTube video comes out. I hope I've been able to actually share my own experience, how I lost my channel, and I was able to come back. So this is basically like me doing a vlog about the whole experience. But on the next video, I'll be talking about AI and how AI has embedded itself into our everyday life. And the earlier you embrace it, the better. Watch out. Don't lose your channel. Keep creating content. Hit the subscribe button, like, and share with your friends and those who you think might be feeling discouraged in their content creation journey. I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.